You listen to another version of No Cussing DisRace, Bo. It's hard to get out. Oh, let me stop for a minute. Let me stop for a minute and have a moment of silence for Nod Host.
Yeah,
man.
Who died last week. Passed away. He was a good brother. I saw him a couple months ago at Uptown, and I think after that week he performed there. I think he went downhill, went to the hospital for a minute, and come out, and then last week he passed away.
Subsided, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Nod.
Rest in peace, Nod Host. He was a good brother. Yeah. I don't know who decides who get to go and who get to stay, but just don't seem right that Kanye's still here.
It's a question asked.
And Nod is
been asked and
Nod is gone.
Right.
Kanye then tried to throw y'all off. He made some anti-Jewish statements. The boy crazy, man.
Yeah, he called.
He telling it on somebody, ain't it?
He cussed P. Diddy out talking about you a spy.
Yeah.
He just said, you a Jewish spy. I'm like, P. Diddy said, come on, man, I just want to talk to you.
And I'm not buying this thing that he's so mentally off in the meds and all that. I'm not buying all that. Other people on that shit, you don't hear what I'm saying.
He had got on one
Pete
of them,
Davidson on that.
He had got on one of these talk shows, radio shows, and said that he's saddened by people calling him crazy. You don't understand why people call him crazy, and it hurts.
Because he's crazy. That's why you don't understand it.
He said it hurts his feelings.
That's why.
Yeah,
That's why I hurt his feelings, because he's crazy. I'm not crazy. People call me crazy. Don't bother me.
Yeah, hit dog or holler, as the old folks say.
But DC,
of how deep he is in the industry with the money and everything?
No, I think it's been crazy. I think part of it, if you want my real
I'm gonna
analysis,
say a little bit of both.
I think when his mama died, it's just like the trainer and the dog. When his mama died, just like Tyson and Customata, when your brain front is out of the picture, you out there lost, man. I think when his mama died, I think he lost his mind.
I agree.
DC, another
I totally
antagonist
agree.
look at it, right?
Depression, nervous
Another
breakdown,
antagonist look
possibly.
at it.
All of that.
How many crazy people have been billionaires and millionaires?
I don't know.
Are they crazy, or do they really have some kind of other knowledge that make people follow? That make people follow.
They turn crazy.
That make people follow.
If I understand you right,
Some of them just stole
you
ideas from
saying
black people.
he can't be crazy because he's a billionaire. Is that what you saying?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying how many genius people have been isolated.
He ain't no damn genius, man.
And understood. How many genius people who have been actually understood for being their geniusness? Is he in that category? Like the Einstein?
He ain't no genius in my mind. He ain't nowhere near genius.
He's a billionaire.
Well, that's what I say, DC, to amass as much money as he has.
Yeah.
He has to be some, you don't think that's some kind
I'm
of...
gonna tell you, man, and I ain't hating. I ain't hating, man. A lot of it has to do with work, but a lot of it just has to do with luck of the draw, brother. I'm telling you. There's no way that the funniest, to bring it home now, there's no way that the funniest comedians in the world are making the most money as comedians in the world.
Right.
Half of life is just luck of the draw, brother. You're in the right place at the right time. You say or do the right thing, and the rest is history. You ain't no damn genius.
Right.
But to make a shoe,
after he got up there.
Yeah, but even still, they'll charge $1,000.
He's not no dummy.
Not just a shoe. He's a college dropout. That's the name of the first album. College Dropout.
Yeah.
Is the man a genius for naming that College Dropout? And then that album become the number one album that year?
The man has had some good ideas. He changed John Legend's name to John Legend, you know?
Exactly.
Which was good. I mean, he's had some good ideas. I'm not saying he's a complete idiot. I'm just saying the boy is ignorant. I'm saying the boy's ignorant. And I've seen some smart people who are ignorant.
But DC, you got billions of people who disagree with you. They think he a genius.
Ain't that many billions that disagree.
Well,
Ain't but 7 billion people in the world.
His following base consider him to be a genius.
Is that
Not
right?
everybody follows you.
Thanks you
I'm
a
not him a
genius.
genius, but I'm saying, but they follow you.
Do you think he a genius?
Even though
Do you think he's a genius?
No, I've never.
Do you think he's a genius, T-Ray?
No, I don't.
Do you think he's a genius, JJ?
No.
Do you think he's a genius?
No.
Do you?
Musically.
You no,
No, I want to go back. Hold on. Go back
one
to
out
me.
of 7.
Go back to me.
thinks he's a
Go
genius.
back
I
to
think
me.
that he found. I think
And
he
he
found
ain't no
his,
genius. So
I think he found his niche.
Let me go back to
He
me.
found
Nobody
his
is a
niche. He
genius.
found a group of people
Right.
that believe the way he believed.
He's
Like you just said, college dropout. So those people, college dropouts, they migrated to that. He found a marketing niche. That's
Right.
what he did.
Yeah.
That's not being a genius.
That ain't genius.
That's marketing strategy.
right.
I'm
And
not
he's
saying they're gonna
good
do
at
it. I ain't
marketing.
saying he a
He's
complete
good at
dummy.
marketing strategy.
First of all,
Genius is
first of all,
Einstein, Ben
first
Franklin.
of all,
Right.
got his job.
Well,
Them
let
genius.
me go back. Let me regress. I'm not saying he's a genius, but I'm saying he has a way of making people follow him.
Marketing
And that
strategy.
is powerful in this. That's powerful anywhere in the world. When you have people, Gandhi did it. What's the black dude?
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
He's running off, man.
But I'm saying,
Jesse Jackson.
This guy literally
but I'm
Muhammad Ali.
Malcolm X's name just now.
Marcus Garvey. So you got people who will follow people because they thought they had a path to follow. I'm
You
not saying he's a
basing it on
genius.
$1
I'm not saying
billion
he's a genius, but it's powerful when you have people that follow you.
Okay,
Lee, oh, so Lee, okay, I right.
who else?
Hitler.
Who else is a
Yeah,
genius? Hitler was a genius.
Yes, well, if
He
you
was
ask certain
influential.
people,
He was
if
influential.
you ask certain people, he was a genius because the way he was able to control that many people to follow his message. Yes.
And that's genius.
Not a genius.
Is Donald
but
Trump a
I don't know what you
genius?
call it. I
Is
don't know what you call it.
Donald Trump a genius? He got
Yes.
74 million votes.
Yes.
Oh, you crazy.
I'm just saying, not a genius. I don't know what you call it.
He's an
I'm just
ignorant
talking
son
about-
of a bitch.
I'm talking
You got to be
like
crazy.
Gandhi. I'm talking about Hitler. I'm talking about
Okay.
Trump. I don't know if you call him genius, but when you got people who will follow you, DC, that is
Yeah.
powerful.
Okay.
I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know if you call it genius.
Well, that's what the debate was. Is the man a genius?
I ain't saying genius. When you got people that follow you,
Yeah.
I agree
look
with
at
what she
Kim
said about
Kardashian.
his strategy.
Look at Kim
Marketing
Kardashian.
strategy.
Look at Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
From sucking dick. I mean, I'm sorry. We're supposed to be.
There
From
go your
sucking penis.
money. It's gone.
From sucking penis. She's a billionaire. Just because she's not a genius, but she had people to follow her.
Now let me
Kim
just
Kardashian.
let me just stop
You
right.
don't have
Let me
to be a
stop right
genius
there.
to
You
be
could not
interesting.
say as a comic
that part.
as a comic you couldn't say
They're interesting.
so just from sucking that thing you couldn't say that and save the monetary discretion of the show that I just explained to you 3 times. You couldn't say from doing her what women do and claim they don't do. You couldn't say that. You couldn't say, from doing that head work, putting that neck work in. You couldn't say that. You a comedian.
No, I'm a genius.
20-something years.
I'm a genius.
You couldn't say you ain't no genius. You pretty much on the opposite end
sucking.
of a genius.
She was
You pretty
sucking.
much not only
I'm a genius.
not
I saw
only
it for
are
myself.
you not
She was sucking.
I mean
she was sucking.
I mean-
and
I
ducking.
said I'm a genius.
She was sucking and ducking. I'm a genius. I saw it for myself. She was sucking and ducking.
Listen, like I said,
That's just a porn.
genius does not end in course of being interesting. Some kind of way, these people, in some form or fashion, become interested, and people are interested in seeing how they live their lives. That doesn't make them genius. They're just interesting.
I never said
no
they're genius.
different. No different. I don't think Sean Hannity and none of them jokers are a genius, but I will watch them because I'm interested in to see what makes these jokers tick and what gives
and
them.
far as the followers
Why
go,
you waiting for Herschel Walker
far
to debate?
as the followers
Why you
go,
waiting for Herschel Walker to debate? Because he's stupid, but he's a genius for
I
doing
am
what he's doing to get
He's not a
to that
genius.
to see
debate.
why people want to sit here and say that this dude is an actual candidate.
I got
when the
an
real
an
thing
answer
is,
for that.
It ain't got nothing to do
I
with
got an
policies.
answer for that.
It has to do with power.
He ain't no
this
genius.
Georgia election has nothing to do with policy.
Just like
It's all
Kanye
about
ain't
power
no
and getting
genius.
seats.
He ain't
So
no genius. Kanye ain't no genius.
Right.
But all the millions of people that follow him are some idiots. So if you just got to have he's got some persuasive power. That don't make him a genius.
Not at all.
People follow idiots all the damn time.
Yeah.
And you gotta
Saddam
be-
Hussein was an
Just
idiot.
ask the people from Jim
Hitler
Jones.
was an idiot.
Drunk that juice.
Donald Trump is an idiot.
Lord rest their souls, but them people drunk all that juice falling Jim
They
Jones.
drunk that juice
Yep,
by Jim
and all
Jones.
of
Now,
them was
he was a
idiots.
genius. Jim Jones
No
was
way.
a genius.
I just said not at all. That's what I said. So people got to watch what they try to say.
I'm not saying
You
genius.
find
I'm not saying you're
like-minded
genius,
or weak-minded
but when you
people
able-
said
when
they
you
were.
to
able-
follow you.
It's just like
I
the
just said
media.
they're interesting.
It's just like the media. When you can control a crowd of people, it's something powerful about it. I'm not saying you're a genius, but when you control a crowd of people to follow you like that, it's
The
something to be
people are
said.
stupid.
They are stupid. Of course.
So you ain't got to be no genius. All you got to do is zero in on the stupidest people you can find.
All right. All right.
But hold on,
And not
hold on.
everyone's
Let me
stupid,
say
'cause
this. Let me say this in that response.
Oh my God.
I'm just talking about by and large.
Let me say this in that response. So if I can move a crowd of people, movement of people because of my influence, I'm not a genius, but I still have an influence on people.
You got an influence. You got 30
He got an
million
influence.
followers.
He got an influence.
I ain't arguing with that.
He got a billion followers.
He ain't no genius.
He ain't no genius, but
I guess it comes down to what is your definition of a genius?
There you go.
Right.
I don't know who's a genius no
Like,
more.
I don't think I'm a
No,
genius.
no, no,
You
no.
said you
What
don't know
is
who a
your
genius no more.
definition of a genius? 30 million followers.
No,
That's what you keep bringing up.
but I'm not. I ain't
We
saying
can
he's
look
a,
it up. What's the
I'm saying I'm
definition?
asking you.
What's the
I'm asking you.
internet or the dictionary
I don't say he's a
definition
genius, but
of a
when you got
genius?
that many followers, you got to put yourself in another whole category. You're not just you're not an
You basically
individual.
saying leaders are geniuses.
He's not a leader. Well, I mean,
I mean,
if you ask him, he's a leader. If you ask him, he's a leader. Not me. He ain't led me nowhere.
Exceptional intellectual or creative power or other natural ability.
Creative power. And okay.
Or natural inability. So, in a sense, Bo has a certain point. A person who's exceptionally
Don't give me
intelligent
that
and
credit.
creative,
They gonna do that. They'll
either
do that.
generally or in some particular respect. Yeah, I mean,
See, creative.
yeah, but like to me, I won't even put myself in a genius category, but I know that sometimes.
Oh,
when
you
have-
definitely are not a genius.
But like, can I finish my point? And I know I'm trying to like keep it humble, but when you speak,
but
I'm
I-
just saying like
if
when
I-
you speak on
but I-
Sundays, you know
if
like
I
after
ask you
certain
about
things,
football,
and you're like in the pulpit, you
Look,
kinda-
man, I'm not going to waste
but-
our watchers and our listeners' time debating whether you a genius or not.
Oh, I just said I'm not a genius, but I just said when you have
But if I
this
ask you about
moment
football-
to where you can move people.
but if I ask you
You know,
about football, this
it's
panel, you
interesting.
think you know more than all of us, right?
He does.
Yeah,
I'm saying
so. Yeah,
He
I do.
does.
You'll put yourself in a genius category in this.
Ain't no genius. That
Not
ain't
a
genius.
But I'm saying
I
I
would
know
be the
more about
exception
you
to the- yeah.
in this category.
Yes.
So you're gonna put yourself on a pedestal.
That's
Kanye,
not
y'all
genius,
have-
though.
I ain't gonna say I put myself, but y'all would have to kind of like, if y'all want to
Rise out
look at the
knowledge.
win, so y'all have to go like, hey, I might want to listen
But,
to what he has to
but,
say.
but how many games have you been perfect on every game?
No, I'm not.
All your teams you thought gonna win. How many times you been perfect?
Never. No,
So
I take
why
that
we
back. I
why
take
we
that
consider
back.
you a genius then?
I take that back.
Alex,
I did have a streak in like 2000.
Would you consider Alex Jones to be a genius?
No, but he got a lot of followers.
He got more
He's
followers than Kanye West.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he just lost a $1 billion
$1 billion.
lawsuit.
$1 billion.
So now,
Yes.
is he no longer a genius? Because he broke.
First of all,
He broke though.
I don't
Now,
know.
you know he
First of
hiding
all,
that money.
Does he,
You
does
know
he
he
have a
hiding
big?
that
Does
money.
he have, how much does he have?
165 million. Y'all
He
get it
hiding
right.
that money.
A billion. It's
That's a billion.
billion. Yeah, I know.
Like I told Kevin Garnett when what's his name was playing with Kevin Garnett and he left the team because they were giving KG 120 million. They wasn't offering him but 85. He left and went to Japan. What was his name?
Stephon Marbury.
Stephon Marbury. Boy, what is it that KG can buy with 120 million that you want and you can't buy with 85 million?
Exactly.
You gonna leave here because of your ego and go play?
I could put a
for
yacht.
40 million.
I can put a helicopter on my yacht. and
That
he
math
can't.
don't go together.
You can get 85 million. You can get a helicopter if you want one.
Maybe nice as his.
Oh yeah, you can get one nice as his.
Basically, he could do basically what he said. He could do whatever.
Your taxes.
So-
Unless he buys something, unless,
Ain't much of a difference.
unless
Yeah,
KG
So I'm
buys
saying
something that's $100 million.
965 million.
Coming back with that
What
no
do you know
taxes.
of that costs
I'm just
900 billion?
He could do
900
whatever
million.
the same shit stuff he could do.
There ain't no difference. When you get up in that kind of money, it ain't no difference, man. It ain't no difference. So 965 billion, you said what? 965 million.
965
Short of a billion that Alex had to pay. But to have amassed that money, you think he a genius. Because he amassed that $1 billion.
I don't even know who he is.
The talk show host
That's what I'm saying.
that came out and claimed that the
Stacy,
that Sandy Hook's killing was all a farce and it was all made up.
I don't even know
And
who
And
he
they
is.
sued him.
Actors
The
and all
lawsuit been going on for a few weeks now, and today they came out with a verdict,
went
and
on
they
for
gave
10 years.
they gave them people 15 people gave them $965 million, almost
Well,
$1
he
billion.
said he bankrupt. He filed bankruptcy because he's only
They gonna
worth-
find some of the money.
He's only worth between 135 and 270 million, which is
They gonna
crazy.
find some of the money.
Like, he's
I ain't
worth
never
that
heard of
much.
it.
That's
I never
crazy.
heard of it.
All that rhetoric he's spewing, he's worth that much money. That is crazy to me.
Yeah, what they say
Because he was selling.
yeah, they say he was
products
putting stuff in
when
his
he-
other
Yeah.
people's names and stuff. But they gonna
I never
find
heard
some
of
of
him. I never heard of him, so he can't be.
No,
the
they
thing
coming
me.
for him. That's for sure.
But I'm saying, just because he accumulated a mass amount of wealth does not a genius make you, man.
True.
Makes you smart.
I'm not.
Do
saying
you
that.
think Martin Luther King Jr. was a genius? Got a lot of followers.
He was interesting.
Yeah,
he
a
was
lot of
smart.
followers.
Was he a genius?
I think he was.
Possibly. He could definitely move the
I
crowd.
think he was.
I'm just saying, going by.
I think it was.
Was he brave? First of all,
Yeah, I'm just going by the definition which said someone
it
who
was.
has an exceptional
brave.
capability of influencing people and who's that's what
That's not a genius to me.
I'm just going by
DC.
what it
That's
said.
not genius to me. Martin Luther King Jr. in his lane was, and at
Creative
that
power
time,
and natural ability.
And that, for example, I don't think that non-violent movement would work at now. I don't care nothing about what white folks say. at that time was working. For example, back in the day, I was asked a question about Martin Luther King Jr. if he had been alive running for president. I said, hell no. I wouldn't vote for him because he was all about peace. And to survive in this world with this kind of society, you got to kill some people, man.
I think he would have.
And I think he would have been, I think Putin would have been like, we coming over there to tear y'all ass up. I think Martin Luther King would have been like, let's hold hands and walk. And they shooting bombs. So
I don't know.
he was
That's why him
all
and Malcolm
he was
X didn't
strictly,
get a-
he was
didn't
strictly
agree.
nonviolent. He's the greatest civil rights leader that ever
so he
lived.
probably wouldn't have ran for president. He probably wouldn't have if he was all about.
Well, the theory,
nonviolence.
the little thing that they presented was, would I vote for him? And I think he's one of the greatest men that
Right.
ever lived.
Right,
But would
but
I
you
vote
wouldn't.
for him to be president of the United States? No, you got to be a killer, man.
Because some people.
You
ain't
gotta be a
political-
killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's biblical. You got to be cunning as snakes.
Time
gotta
to
be a
live,
killer.
time to live, time to
I
die.
think if it came down to
Time
it, he
for
would make
war.
the best
It's a time
decision
for war.
the country. That would be.
No, he wouldn't have killed nobody.
So,
He wouldn't have killed nobody.
I don't believe that.
Oh, he wouldn't have killed nobody.
He wouldn't even
In
ran.
this
He couldn't have
lifetime.
ran. He couldn't have ran.
if you had to choose a genius in this lifetime, who would you say is a genius?
President Barack Hussein Obama.
Why is he a genius?
I'm just going by. He said, "Well, I can't go by." He ain't going by the white folks say, but he has an exceptional ability to have people follow him. And he went to Harvard Law
Then
School.
T.D. Jakes is a
He went to
genius.
Harvard Law School.
Bishop Bronner is a genius.
Who, man? Who you next?
Clifford Dollar is a genius.
I can't name one.
I'm just going by what the things.
I can't name one right off. I can tell you who ain't one.
And you can't
Kanye ain't one.
And you can't be dumb to know
I can't.
the.
I don't agree with that definition,
Man,
though.
who you say?
I can't pinpoint one.
Not right now. Talking about today's
that's a
time.
genius. I can't.
DC? Who
I'm just going by what the things say.
I can't name one.
And
Now,
TJ
I'm going to tell you,
summarized
if
the
you
greatest wealth in our
categorize it, I can tell you who I would deem to be a genius in a certain aspect of life.
Right.
But just a genius?
Eddie Murphy a genius?
Hell no.
Even with all that characters he can play and stuff.
R. Kelly was a musical. You could debate if he's a musical genius, but he was an idiot.
Everybody got
he was
flaws.
an idiot when it came to women. Definitely.
Most-
No, he was when it came to children.
People
When it
had
came to
flaws.
children, yeah.
Most of your smartest people had flaws.
But to a
Well,
certain
all
extent,
people. That's
All
wrong.
people.
All people got flaws.
Got flaws.
But to a certain extent,
Except
you,
me.
you admit that he's
Except
a
you.
genius, right?
So who would be a genius there? DC,
J-
you
J-
heard
J-
our outlook. Who
JJ,
would
hold
be a
on,
genius?
hold on.
Yeah.
Let's go around the room. JJ.
Huh?
Who would be a genius?
Hold
Now-
on, JJ.
Yeah.
A general genius.
Yeah, who would you deem as a genius right now?
I can't think of one.
JJ, who you?
Okay.
Who you, JJ?
I'm just saying, I would give it to
Who's a
President Obama.
genius?
Yeah.
I'm a genius.
Okay.
Ooh, snap.
That's that
around
If
the
I had to
world.
pick
That's
one,
that-
Snaps.
That's that woman. That's that woman thing. Like women be telling me, I'm a queen.
That's
Okay.
right. I'm a queen.
Okay, well, bow down then,
I
because
ain't no
queen
queen.
ain't never been over king.
I ain't no queen.
Benjamin
Hey,
Banneker is a
I don't got a
genius.
problem
Alexander
recognizing
Graham
y'all
Bell
as
is
the
a
There you
king.
go. That's what I'm
No
talking
problems
about.
at all.
That's what I'm talking about.
Lonnie Johnson, the creator of the Super Soaker,
Right.
is a
Yeah,
genius.
super
Shows a genius.
He live in Atlanta. You know that, right?
With the definition you
Yeah,
read.
Who?
Teacher, Lonnie
Lonnie
Johnson.
Johnson. He died invented the super soaker.
Oh yeah.
Black man that invented these right here is a genius.
Genius, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that
The
kind
man
of
that-
stuff.
the
That
man
kind of
that-
stuff I can get with.
The man that invented Viagra.
I would rather say he was
Who made the dead to rise?
a genius.
But you see how DC says how he did it?
He was horny.
Backwards. You
the
feeling
nigga was
me?
horny.
You
Genius.
can bring the dead to
He
life.
said it for me. He was, what is it?
The dead has arisen.
He was horny. He was no goddamn
The
genius.
dead has
Bring the dead to
arisen.
life. You're a
Where can
genius.
I get blood?
Right. How can I get this blood to rest down here?
That's a genius.
You charge G-Code.
That's a genius.
Girl, wait. I don't leave.
Genius.
Don't
It's
leave.
genius overrated. Genius overrated then. Huh?
Yeah, it is.
I think it's just. I think it's used
improperly.
improperly.
Okay, what about
It's
the guy
thrown
that,
around?
what's his name? Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg.
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 Genius.
Booster.
See,
Someone said I
let me
love
tell you the consistent line
No,
of
he's not a
thought that
genius
y'all
because
have.
Black
The
Planet was there
consistent
before
line
that.
of thought that y'all have is rich people are geniuses.
No.
When I just explained,
I'm
to
not
you-
going by him being rich. I'm talking about what he did to get rich.
Hold on, but Black
The
Planet was
invention
there
of
before him.
Facebook.
Black
The invention
Hey,
of
I gotta
fa-
give
the
it to him with the
and-
Facebook.
and
Right now on the internet,
MySpace
Black
and all
Planet.
I
that.
gotta give it. I gotta
that
give it
was
to
an
him.
ingenious move. But now you want me to label him a genius?
That was because you just said it's an ingenious
Ben
move.
Franklin is a genius.
Dude, Black
Mark
Planet was
Zuckerberg.
doing everything they were
Ben
doing.
Franklin.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg stole Facebook, bro.
He did.
So he's a thief.
He did not create Facebook.
So he's a thief.
MySpace.
Hold on.
Right.
I
So
thought,
he's a
I thought he
thief.
invented
Hold
MySpace.
on,
I thought it was
wait.
MySpace
Did he
first.
steal it or did he modify it?
Wait, y'all don't remember the Black Planet? We were able to do everything you're doing on Facebook right now on Black Planet. You could Google, you could text
I used to
the
be on
person.
Black Planet.
You could do all the same thing you're doing right now on Black Planet. You could do on Facebook right now.
But Mark Zuckerberg.
Well, what
is
happened
not a
to
genius.
Black Planet? Why did they lose there? Why they was there first?
Let me ask you this:
Because of the
Black
circle.
Do y'all think Einstein was a genius?
Yes, I do.
Einstein was
Definitely.
a thief.
I do. Now,
Man, what?
I'm a borrow from Ari Spears,
Yeah.
and I were talking, and we were talking about Paul Mooney. At the time, Paul was there. We just acting a fool. And Paul Mooney was saying he was a genius. And Ari Spears said, who ever heard of a genius saying they were a genius?
Right, geniuses don't declare genius.
They're geniuses.
I'm a genius.
Who-
Elon
So
Musk.
I don't.
Genius.
You think he's genius? See, that's because you
Not
have
because of the money. I'm talking
That's
about what he
because
invented.
you have been
looking up at Sean Parker
brainwashed
when
to
y'all talking about
believe
That's a
Facebook
heavy
and all that stuff.
category, man.
that money.
I'm not talking
makes
about
you
the
a
money. I'm
genius.
talking about what he has invented, what he has done.
Okay, are there any black
Let's
geniuses?
go back to this.
Of course. That's not
Who
been
are
a
they?
genius.
Like I said, I'm going to you again.
Name black genius.
That was
The
Kanye had a
man that
great
invented
walk.
the peanut. What's
The
that?
peanut.
I mean,
George Washington Carver.
Yeah.
George
genius.
Washington Carver.
Let's go back to
The peanut.
the peanut butter.
Can we
man.
do this, DC?
Genius.
All the genius conversation. Let's go back to all the inventions in the world. What do you think was the number one? Let's start over here. What do you think the number one invention in the world was? What you think? Number one invention. We couldn't do without.
Viagra.
Without
Number 2, condoms.
Number 3, birth control.
Number 3, women.
Number 1 is women.
what do you think? Number 1 invention in the world today we couldn't do without if it wasn't made today.
Women.
Women.
What you think is your number 1?
I'm definitely going to, if you somehow we can make it today, it'd be hard to say the invention of the automobile.
All right, Mook, man.
Electricity.
All right, DC.
He said all.
That's not an
Women.
invention. Whoa. Electricity is not an invention. That is something from God. I'm sorry, Mook.
Really?
I'm just saying.
But how he said how you
Before we
how
move on,
you use it, how
say
you
the hard, I
how
can
to
say it the way
use
you
it.
want it, but it's not.
But you know,
Electricity is
but
not
why
an
should I have to say
invention.
that? Because God,
Because I don't want
God don't come down and put His finger on your house and turn your lights on, nigga. I'm not talking about. You know what I'm talking about? You
Nigga.
trying to be facetious
I was not.
with that stupid shit you talking.
No, that's
Oh
was
no,
stupid.
it's gone.
That was the
It's gone out
stupidest
the
shit
door.
that I've
It's
heard.
just gone out the
You
door.
feel me? Why would you even
promise
say
you I
that?
was not.
Electricity comes from God. Really?
That's not an invention. You got a
Come
point.
on, man. Come on, DC. Come on, DC.
No, wait a minute.
Talking about the usage of it.
Question move. The question. Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute.
Mook went off.
The question
I'm
was,
saying, Mook.
what's the best
Went
invention?
off.
Now, let me
we
ask
could
you
not
this.
deal with that-
No,
we
let
could
me
not
ask
do
you
it
this.
today.
Now. Let me ask you this. I ain't shooting you down. But
that's
who
what I'm saying,
invented
Mook.
electricity? It's not an invention. He's right. It's
That's
not an
all
invention.
I was saying.
found
Real
it.
talk.
Listen, okay.
And we started running with that.
Before people had light bulbs and stuff, what were they
Yeah.
using? God was
Benjamin
around.
Franklin.
God was around then, right?
Fire.
They used what?
Fire.
Okay, so why didn't they have electricity back then? Since God was around and God made electricity came from God, why wasn't they using light bulbs and things back then? Why were they using
Electricity was
fire?
already there
Why wasn't they using light bulbs and things back
because they
then?
hadn't invented the
And
machine.
the ride.
Oh,
The ride didn't come along.
And
Okay,
get it.
okay, so you okay?
But they didn't invent.
Right.
Benjamin Franklin didn't invent electricity.
Yeah, crazy man.
He didn't invent lightning and thunder. No, he didn't.
No.
He didn't invent
No, he
lightning.
didn't invent-
But that's
That's
not
what
what I
electricity
said.
is.
That's what that's not what I wasn't referring to
we
lightning
done
and
with you.
thunder. You know
He knew what
exactly
you
what I
said.
was
That is
referring
what
to.
We done with
You know what I'm saying? And everybody know what I'm talking about.
done
There's
with
just certain
your
people be
stupidity.
trying to,
All
I
right,
mean,
DC.
take me to a whole nother. But anyway,
Oh my God.
Greatest-
man.
They back then they made the, you still need today. But-
The greatest invention in the world.
Yeah.
He's right. Women, we got to reproduce.
That's
Not
a
invention,
very
but it's creation.
good question.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
I just don't think how we could do it without the automobile today. I mean,
Automobile.
I don't know how we could do it without. You can ride horses and stuff, but that's a long way.
I think the telephone is towards the top
That's a good one.
Yeah,
because without communication.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So I would say I'm leaning toward telephone. Alexander Graham Bell.
That's a good one. Young lady, what's your Miss J?
Hair weave.
Don't say telephone.
Can I live it out?
Y'all don't know. Stay in the
The
salon.
horn is there.
Stay in the salon.
What'd you say? What'd you say, T-Rex?
I'm gonna say cell phone.
Cell phone.
But that can't, how many years they
Well, that's from the
cell
phone. Phone.
How many years did life go on without a cell phone? No. I'm talking about an invention of time. Some had to have overall.
Phone. I would just say the phone.
Phone?
Huh? Telephone.
I'm going to say the wheel.
The what?
Without the wheel, we couldn't transport stuff.
The wheel.
The wheel, the invention of the wheel itself, the turning of the wheel.
Well, without
allowed you to
telephone, you
transport
wouldn't know where to transport it to nowhere.
But how many years did life go on before telephone, electricity, car? How many years did all life go on before all that happened? So the wheel was the best way to transport from one place to another. That other than fire and water, the wheel was the number one invention of all time.
Yeah, I agree because the wheel
Because
transport
it
my
would allow you to-
eyelashes.
There's the way.
We need the wheels
You look at
all the
time.
way from
You look at
China.
time.
Bring my
You
stuff.
look at time.
Yeah.
How did you move things
nails.
from place to place without a wheel or a boat or whatever? The wheel The wheel transformed many times before it came to a round. It came to a square, block, block, block. But when it came to the wheel, when it was able to turn over, and you could move stuff from place to place, that changed a lot of people's lives.
They use laws.
That is, y'all have it from genius himself. Man came up from Mississippi, and the wheelbarrow is the best thing he could think of. Good night.